not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
Well, inconsistency is the word. Sometimes they'll lose a game they probably should have won, and they show you how hard it is to sustain success in this league.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bain. And it's Carter in at the center filling out the middle. And for Oklahoma City, Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the 2-team?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early. Lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it could also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
Now, Bain. After the missed 3 from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the triple.
And when you call a play for Carter Jr., you really want to get him something in rhythm. Great execution there.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Last game he had 34 points. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Well, that's just too easy for Shai. If he gets that close to the rim, there's no chance.
Banchero against Holmgren. And the call will go against Aaron Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Banchero passes to Carter.
Well, they tried to punch the ball inside right there, but the window closed quickly. That's great defense.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Here are the Magic now. The Thunder making the shot. He was all alone on that one.
Something Wagner continues to work on. It's huge when he's connecting from outside.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
A bit ago, Mark Dacknall and I were able to chat. Coach and I talked about the development of Franz Wagner since entering this league, and he said he was someone we watched early on. Even though he didn't end up on our team, the way he's added to his game is incredible. It says a lot about the kind of work ethic that he has. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Here's Suggs. The Thunder making the shot. Banchero, right side.
That is just great rim protection by Holmgren.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Shot clock at 5. Here's Banchero.
Elite at the defensive end. Holmgren makes up for a lack of strength with great length and timing.
We know about Holmgren's exceptional play defensively, but Tim, talk about his offensive game.
Well, he's incredibly versatile, Kevin. He can score down low, he can handle the basketball, shoots the 3, and I'm not talking about standstill shots. He has the mobility to even come off screens.
SGA, no good.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
There's the lob to Carter. It's stolen by Dort. Here's Holmgren. And the layup's good off the glass.
Obviously, SGA's scoring attracts the most attention, but you can't ignore his passing ability.
Pass to Wagner. Now Banchero. Covered by Wiggins. Payne for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Holmgren. Last time, 14 points for him. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Outside, Bain. A three-pointer off the mark. Oklahoma City comes into this one after the win against Denver. Back to Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's SGA. That shot missing. Suggs with some nice defense.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Outside, Bain. Banchero inside. Defended by Holmgren. Banchero, that's good.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Now, here's Holmgren. As you can see from his numbers, he's going to keep them playing their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Orlando.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And what a great job they have done sharing the ball. This is what team basketball looks like, and I love to see it.
It seems like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Anthony Black's checked in for Jalen Suggs. What a stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. These are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is second.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Here's Black. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Here's Wagner with the three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Hartenstein's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside, Dort, a three ball. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it shows.
Black dishes to Banchero. Carter kicks to Bain. Carter with a screen on Dort. Bain for three. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. The Thunder leading by 5. Frank, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Hartenstein passes to SGA. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And the Thunder with some changes. Alex Caruso comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And it's Cason Wallace in for Dort. Banchero. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Black kicks to Banchero. Pass to Bane. Now Black, 6 to shoot. Trying to end the drought, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
First personal foul.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
And they've also done a really good job scoring off turnovers. Not just pressuring the ball, but cashing those in scoring opportunities.
And Black, no good on that one. And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
And so here's Orlando. The Thunder making the shot. Here's the screen. Wagner passes to Banchero. No good from outside.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pass to SGA. Here's Jang. Wallace left side. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Banchero draws the double. Wagner looking it over. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. The Magic again can't hit.
He created the opening, he got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Wallace kicks to SGA. And here is Wallace. He had 27 points last game. Again, Wallace missing. From deep, De Silva with the bucket.
Well, his height right there gave him a clear look at the rim, and he was able to shoot right over the top of a smaller defender.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. The Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, the front office does a good job of picking players to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Daigneault said, our job as a team is for the whole to be better than the sum of the parts. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Here's De Silva. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Pass to Wagner. Here's Black. And the three off target. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for Oklahoma City. They lead by 4, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
And the fact that they did all of that on the road was really impressive.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 7, and out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. A different look for Oklahoma City. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Kenrich Williams comes in for Jang, and it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Orlando also making some changes. Goga Bitadze comes in for Wendell Carter, and it's Bane in for Wagner. The Magic trail by 4. Pass to Banchero. Inside, it's tipped. Williams with the steal. And here is Caruso.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:56 left here in the first quarter. Wallace, good.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Magic shooting in this first quarter, around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Bitadze with it. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Payton for 3. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder leading by 7. To the middle. Here's Caruso. Lays it up off the glass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now, here's Banchero. He is a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. And he drops it in from the low post.
And for a big man, Banchero has a rare mix of moves. I mean, this guy can cross up defenders. He blows by people. Terrific handle for a guy that big.
Now, here's Mitchell. Scoreless thus far. Outside Williams. Wallace kicks to Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Bain. And stolen by Wallace. Here's Williams. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. And the Thunder lead by 9. Wallace against Bain, and the 3 ball is good. Bain's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Orlando.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bain, so dangerous from out there.
Now Wallace. 5 points in the game. From the arc, buries the long-range jumper. Wallace has got 8 points.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And so it's Oklahoma City, ahead by 9. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
They've disrupted the offensive flow, and they are making things miserable for any ball handler.
You've got Alex Caruso. Mitchell is out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Williams at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Now here's Wallace. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. Wow.
Yeah, that's too good a look to get them from behind the arc.
And for the Magic, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here. Tim, you talk about a player with quick hands. That's Cason Wallace.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not just the hands that make him a threat on D. It's his lateral quickness, anticipation, and positioning. He just has that sixth sense about where the ball is going next.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Mitchell. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Mitchell. Wallace has got the lead up to 14 now for the Thunder. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Batadze is screen on Wallace. To the paint. Batadze with the bucket.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Holmgren with a screen on Bain. Bain with the steal. And here we go. Pass to Black. Shot clock at 6. Batadze is screen on Wallace. Bain for 3. Latre. Rebound by Williams.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
On the wing, Wallace. Guarded by Bain. And it's Wallace slamming it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Three-pointer. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Black.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Holmgren finds Caruso. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That shot, no good. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Pass to De Silva. Batadze against Williams. The shot's good from Batadze. Batadze's got 4 points in the quarter. Oklahoma City leading by 9. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Tim, the Thunder with an MVP in SGA, an all-star in Jalen Williams. Man, this is one deep team.
Well, they may not have the top-tier star power of some other teams, but if they keep playing like this, they will become household names.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Carlson's checked in, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Alex Caruso. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the three. The Magic trail by 9. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Oh, great ball movement there.
SGA looking it over. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Oh, strong move by Suggs inside, not allowing the contact to hold him back.
Orlando shooting just their second attempt at the line tonight.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Hartenstein's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a switcher also for Orlando. De Silva's checked in. A free throw drops for Suggs. So, Tim, here's a word you often hear teams talk about. And that's culture. How does an organization create the right culture?
Well, I think, Kevin, you establish core values and then you make those non-negotiable. When everybody connects with that and connects to those values, you really have something special.
Holding on to the rope and pulling in the same direction.
That's what it's all about.
And they pick up 2. And that's now 9 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
Banchero against Hartenstein. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Holmgren right side. Down low. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Nice to see Hartenstein assert himself offensively.
The Magic trail by 5. Pass to De Silva. Back to Black. Payne for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Payne's got 9 points.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Mitchell sets the screen for Holmgren. Here's Wallace. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. To the inside. And Payne, the bucket on the assist from Suggs. Payne's got the game tied up here for the Magic. And it's the Thunder with the ball. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
Well, they're a great team, but you're going to lose a few, especially going up against a team you don't know that well.
5 on the clock. From 18 feet away, here's Hartenstein. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Hartenstein on the offensive glass, always ready to collect and then finish off on those missed shots.
Payne for 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Payne's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Magic. Outside, SGA. Fires for 3. Wallace misses. Orlando's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Banchero passes to Suggs. Off target from outside. Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to San Antonio. Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Hartenstein. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Holmgren, right side. Goes up from the top of the key. Orlando grabs the miss. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
Well, that's a classic example of a tough road loss. If they had been at home with their crowd's energy behind them, things may have turned out differently.
Now, here's Suggs. After the miss from Chet Holmgren. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's SGA. 9 points in the game so far. Back to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Now, here's Banchero. They trail by 1. Good D by Holmgren.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And the shot is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so it's Suggs who brings up the ball for Orlando. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Wiggins, he's checked in for the Thunder. Jordan comes in for Wallace. Goga Bitadze's checked in for the Magic. Franz Wagner comes in for Bane. Banchero outside. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9. Oklahoma City's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he has a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Suggs kicks to Banchero. Mitchell against Suggs. Clock at 6. Pass to Wagner. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. The Thunder with the lead. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort against Wagner. Higgins outside. Back to Dort. Launches a three. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got 6 rebounds in the game. Hartenstein against Batase. They set the pick. Here's Black. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Oklahoma City. And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. To the paint. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
SGA from outside. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really close to. I'm like a tall guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Sinks the triple.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Wagner against Dort. Kicks it out to Banchero. 26 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Sinks that one from the post.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Now, here's SGA. He's got 9. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Desmond Bane getting it done for Orlando. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. We come back right after this.
Hi folks, it's shaping up to be a good second half as we've seen the Orlando Magic trying to take control of this game.
Let me tell you guys, there's nothing better than playing well on the road and hearing that silence.
Yeah, in many ways they've looked like the more comfortable team. And next up, a look at the top performers for each team in that first half.
We've been tracking these two all along. The way these guys are leading their teams, impressive.
Yes, the way it's gone, whichever of these two can keep it up in the second half, his team's coming out with the W.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Orlando leading. Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. Running out on the wings, they'll have Bane and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at point guard. And Holmgren has the ball here for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein with the screen on Bane. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Wiggins. For 3, Holmgren. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Holmgren's got the first points of the second half here for the Thunder. Suggs passes to Bing. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. And it's Banchero missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon. And it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Here's Bain, following the score by Oklahoma City. To the middle. Here's Carter, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. Load the plate. The Magic shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
Line for one.
That's good from Carter. Tim, when you think of the players, which players come to mind as setting the bar for a high basketball IQ?
LeBron James certainly at the top of the list. Nikola Jokic, I would put Luka Doncic in that category as well. IQ means you have the ability to understand defenses and where your 4 teammates are at all times.
And for some it's natural, and for some they probably got to work at it, correct?
You got to work on it, but I think it's critical if you really want to separate yourself from the rest of the pack.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Wiggins kicks to SGA. Oklahoma City moving it around. Screen by Wiggins. SGA, that's a 2-pointer. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. SGA's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Here's Bain. It balls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And we've seen more of this lately from Bain, continuing to blossom and improve as a scorer.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
The free throw off from Holmgren. And Tim, for all their talent, the Thunder committed to playing the right way.
Well, they are unselfish, they trust one another, and when a team is this committed at the defensive end of the floor, there's really no need to try to do too much offensively or play hero ball.
Now, here's Suggs. He's got 5. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. On the wing, Wiggins. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Now it's a 3-point Oklahoma City lead. Magic have gone 3 of 6 in the 3rd quarter. 50% from the field. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
Yeah, whatever they're doing against them right now, it's not working. You're going to have to mix things up, maybe be a little less predictable.
There's a break in the action, so let's now take a look at the teams with the highest field goal shooting percentage. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. In 3rd, the Thunder.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Suggs passes to Bain. Carter sets the pick for Bain. Well, good with the triple. The Thunder leading by 3. Inside, here's Holmgren. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
He has been in a great flow tonight, converting at a high rate.
Carter with a screen on George. Carter outside. The Magic again can't hit. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Pass to Suggs. Outside, Bain. Will it go? Here's Banchero. And the rejection by Holmgren. And it's out of bounds, and last touch by Holmgren. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Oklahoma City on D. They've led by as many as 14 points. 6 on the shot clock. Suggs passes to Carter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Carter's got 6 here in this quarter.
And Carter Jr. just understands that a big like himself needs to be able to knock down that triple. Nice job there.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Now here is Carter. 9 points in the game so far. Suggs passes to Bain. Shoots over George. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Bain.
You see the offensive versatility there. Bain stepping inside the arc to take that mid-range.
Holmgren outside. There's the drive. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Holmgren's got 13.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
A 3 from Banchero. And the Magic another 3.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Pass to Holmgren. And here's Wiggins. He's got 5. And there's another one for the Thunder.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, there's really been an uptick in intensity. Just look at the way these guys are battling on the glass and for loose balls.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
That bucket in no time at all. And it's a 6-point Thunder lead.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Magic moving the ball around. Banchero outside. Driving in over Holmgren. Another miss by Banchero.
And normally that's an easy 2 for him. I'm surprised he missed that one.
Wiggins outside. Holmgren outside. Suggs against Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Suggs. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
The Magic trail by 8. Outside, Bain. Pass to Wagner. Suggs kicks to Banchero. Wagner outside. And again, unable to change momentum here. The Thunder leading by 8. Down low. Here's Holmgren. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's 15 points for Chet Holmgren.
Well, he would like to forget that first half, but he has found something out there now.
Here's Banchero. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch and shoot percentages. Can I get off threes and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Alex Caruso comes in for Aaron Wiggins. And Wallace subbed in for George. Now, here's Holmgren. 15 points in the game. Wagner on the wing. Defended by Caruso. That one falls. And that's 11 points for Wendell Carter.
Bully ball at its finest there. Carter Jr. brings a physical presence to this team.
Holmgren wide open. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Caro outside. Floats one up. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Back to Wallace. Outside, SGA. Pass to Wallace. Jacks up a 3. Carter pulls it in. The Magic trail by 7. In the corner, it's Payne. And here's Carter. Wallace covering. Kicks it out to Wagner. Offline with his 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Now, here's SGA. He's got 21.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Banchero. The Magic again can't hit.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Not efficient at all.
Wallace, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Out left to the wing. Here's Caruso. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. To the inside. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Carter.
And that's a huge body down low. When Carter Jr. gets that kind of position, there's not much you can do to stop him.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. For the Thunder, Jan, he's checked in for Holmgren. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander. A minute 20 left to play in the third. Williams finds Caruso. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Mitchell with it, working on Black. Pass to De Silva. Here's Black. Outside, Bain. Isaac a screen on Wallace. Bain. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Caruso with the ball. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Wallace kicks to Caruso. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Williams. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And the guy knows how to score. Bane manipulating the D there to his advantage.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good.
And what you love about Bane is just how hard he works. His drive to keep getting better on display.
And Bane drops them both.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Now here's Wallace. Black defending. Launches a 3. Doesn't go that time. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. Back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Holmgren is out there with Williams. And it's Mitchell. Then there's Wallace. And it's Caruso in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And it's Mitchell missing.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Batadze the pass to Suggs. Pass to Banchero. Outside, Suggs. 3-pointers off the mark.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Here's Caruso. No good on the triple. The Magic trail by 5. Batadze the pass to Suggs. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. De Silva with the bucket.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Suggs against Mitchell. And that one's good, Caruso. And the Thunder lead by 4.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Banchero against Holmgren. And it's Banchero missing.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
Pass to Holmgren for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one.
He is coming alive here in the second half. That's a nice shot there, and now he is rolling.
Now, here's Suggs. Inside. Here's Banchero. Nails the baby hook. Banchero's got 21.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Pass to Holmgren. Here's Williams. Count the basket.
And running offense through Holmgren. Great court awareness and really unselfish.
The Magic trail by 7. Black the pass to Banchero. Now, here's Suggs. Shot clock at 6. Orlando needs to get off a shot. And the shot goes in.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. SGA's checked in for Oklahoma City. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Daigneault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now, here's Mitchell. Williams, a screen on Suggs. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer, no good. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. Trailing by 5. Holmgren with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Williams finds Holmgren. Six to shoot. Back to Mitchell. The tray. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Lets it go with the 3. They get it back. Tries again. No good that time. Good D by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander against Suggs. Mitchell wide open. A three-pointer off the mark.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Nobody near Williams. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
Pass to Black. Now, here's Suggs. Here's Bitadze. He started by Williams. Bitadze with the bucket.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. The Magic trail by 3. Here's De Silva. Kicks it out to Banchero. To tie it up. Pass to De Silva. A 3-ball. And it's Banchero missing.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Back to Holmgren. 3-pointer. The rebound by Bitadze. Bitadze's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Banchero looking around. They double him with Wallace. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Mitchell. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle steps for the Thunder.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And the relentless pace has really taken a toll on the opposition.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hartenstein comes in for Jalen Williams. And Wiggins is subbed in for Wallace. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team
is just getting started.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Bane.
And you love a reliable scorer like Bane, a guy who will work hard to get his looks.
Here's SGA. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 23 points.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Wagner kicks to Banchero. Off target with his 3.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
Wiggins passes to Hartenstein. Tim, I know you love that little push shot that Isaiah Hartenstein possesses in the lane. It really is beautiful, isn't it?
I refer to it as releasing the doves. It's a beautiful thing to watch. I think it's a shot more bigs should try to master because you don't have to get all the way to the rim.
Releasing the doves and the timing too, right? I mean, it's got to kind of come in the flow of the kid's movement when he's taking that shot.
Absolutely. He understands how to find those pockets where that shot is available.
The first one falls.
What you notice all the time about Isaiah Hartenstein, it's how much effort he gives, particularly when it comes to things like rebounding and defending. There's a reason Isaiah Hartenstein is an NBA champion.
Dort, he's checked in for Mitchell. Jalen Suggs is checked in for the Magic. And he makes the first but misses the second. Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Suggs passes to Wagner. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
Now, here's Holmgren. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Wiggins outside. Holmgren outside. Top of the key, Gilgeous-Alexander. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Holmgren. Over Banchero. Another miss by Holmgren. And so it's Bane with it. He'll bring it up for the Magic. It's a 5-point game. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, nice balance by Wagner, taking the hit like a champ and working through it.
At the line for the Magic, Franz Wagner. One shot.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now, here's SGA. Now, Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the 3. Banchero grabs the board. Here's Orlando now. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. And here is Suggs. Here's Bane. To tie it up. Hartenstein with the rebound.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Suggs against SGA. Holmgren. Oh, what a use of the baby hook.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Here's Banchero.
Number 5, Chet Holmgren. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Orlando, Paolo Banchero. taking 2 shots.
That free throw, good from Banchero.
And a big man who can do a little bit of everything. Banchero's future is certainly bright.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
In this situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
Dort with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Here's Holmgren. Takes the three. Knocks down the three.
And this is how Holmgren has matured over time. He understands when he needs to step up and take important shots.
Now, here's Suggs. And the rejection by Holmgren. Hartenstein with it, and it's Carter picking him up. 7-foot shot. Good work there as it goes down.
Yeah, if you've got a 7-footer like Hartenstein with that kind of touch, just get him the ball in the paint and let him go to work.
Here's Carter. Gets it to go. Down low.
And the hard work pays off big time for Carter, doing whatever his team needs him to do.
Shooting for the Wendell Jr. One shot.
That's good from Carter.
A terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
1:25 left in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander shoots the three. Banchero vacuums it in. The Magic trail by 4. Got it to go off the glass.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. With the crossover, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good.
That is world class.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
Defensive foul. That's a second personal foul. 13 fouls.
Find the line. Yes, sir.
For one. Say,
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
and this time, get down with your mask down.
Banchero. Suggs outside. SGA with the steal. Wiggins. And he banks the layup in.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Now Suggs. He's off from 3. 6 seconds separating the shot game clocks. SGA up top. He's covered by Suggs. Outside Wiggins. Clock at 6. Holmgren fires. And get the 3. So we see the Thunder get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Shea, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, getting my length involved, something I've been blessed with, and I just want to use it.
That activity, that length was noticed. Congratulations.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie